what are you putting money into? I know you were kind of like pulling back a little bit because you had your tax bill.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've paid that off yet, but even if you do, like, are you what's the investments look like that what's your year or more holds that you're looking at? We both trade sometimes. We have some short-term moves and some leaps and things like that, but are you what's the long-term play? Getting into your Roth IRA, I assume.
So Roth IRA is fully VTI or VTSAX, and that's my first go-to max out. And then it's my SEP. My SEP IRA is mostly VTI, but I have Stag, Google, SoFi, and I think that's it in there. But majority of that's VTI. Most of that money in there is VTI. So those are my two main retirement accounts. Lindsay has her accounts, and hers are all damn near same thing, VTSAX and VTI. She does own quite a bit of Starbucks in her Roth, because I swear that woman keeps that business or keeps that company in business.
She's not doing a good job recently, but
so her cost basis is pretty nice, and I don't know what it's at, but it's pretty solid.
she can be dollar cost averaging down right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could go down a lot, and she'd still be fine.
Yeah.
But so that I mean, really, in my retirement accounts, Google, Stag, and SoFi are about the only single stocks I own. Everything else is VTI. And then in my taxable brokerage accounts, you guys can check out M1 Finance on the Dividend Freedom channel. I have a list of dividend stocks in there that I'm just kind of averaging down and up in every week. And then
I did mine last week too, so you can I have 25 in mine.
So Fidelity, I am averaging down quite a bit in PayPal. I know a lot of people are hating that stock right now because it's been down so much lately. But I know like a lot of people say like the eBay issues and blah, blah, blah. Like I still believe in PayPal for the long term. So I have purchased a couple shares of PayPal. And then really Fidelity, I am selling off. So I own some SoFi, Palantir, and a penny stock that I bought back in 2021 that I'm looking to kind of sell off and move that money into VTI. I also have a very large position in ATVI I've been selling covered calls on. Once that gets assigned, though, that money, which is around $8,000, is going to be going all into VTI. I may even pull some out and put it into the M1 Finance portfolio.
Yes.
Yeah. So
all right. So just the dividends.
That's my main focus right now, man. Like real estate's a big focus for me too, which I can't really be buying any properties right now with what I got going on. But I mean, dude, I'll tell you this. Like, okay, for example, I just got paid 2 days ago my rental property payout. So right now I'm making anywhere from $800 to $1,000 in net cash flow for my two properties. My two rinky-dink properties are paying me $800 to $1,000 in cash flow. So for example, I'm making like roughly $800 to $1,000 in rental properties for my two properties. That's it. My dividend portfolio now is way less capital than is invested in rental properties, but also for me to earn, my $1,000 every single month from dividends, I mean, dude, the amount of money I'm gonna have to invest in that portfolio is 10 times the amount I have invested in real estate right now because I can leverage my money. So I go back and forth. I'm like, well, shit, do I need to be, like I tell Lindsay all the time, especially with us doing this travel thing, we're like, we are really thinking about buying a property. If we find a spot that we really like, we will most likely maybe buy a property if I can get in with a good property manager in that area. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, how much do I need to really allocate to these dividend stocks versus real estate? I mean, I'll be putting money into both of them, don't get me wrong, because I just want to be diversified. But I'm also thinking, I'm saying, okay, if I'm making $1,000 already on my two rental properties, why would I not buy like 3 more properties and make $2,500 a month, to where if I would put all that money into my dividend portfolio, I may only be making $200 a month versus $2,500.
And this goes back to, I want to like circle back to your question about why you asked me like why I would put in all this work. I feel the exact same way as real estate to dividend investing. like to me, the way you perceive day trading to be so much more work than just putting it into a dividend portfolio. For me, having a real estate portfolio, to me, my perception is that it seems like way too much work compared to the dividend. I would rather make, and we kind of talked about this in episode 100, I would rather make, I dare to say, exponentially more or exponentially less money having a dividend portfolio that is completely 100% passive than have to manage or worry about an investment property.
So can I be straight up with you?
Yeah.
So in 2021, minus the sewer issue that I had in my first rental property, I mean, I literally probably spent 3 hours, maybe 5 hours tops that entire year managing the rental property because I pay a property manager.
But how much stress and how long was the stress that sewer issue gave you?
2 weeks.
I mean, you were on the phone yelling at people. Like that was just like a lot.
But
I feel like
but that's worth it
being
to
your
me.
friend and living through that with you, like that was a lot. That was a lot on you.
You know what it was also though?
What?
What you mentioned with day trading, it was a learning experience.
Right.
So I know now how to handle that issue way better if it comes up again. I won't be as stressed. And that's kind of
And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that the perception that you have of me trying day trading, I have of you trying real estate investing over dividend investing. That's all.
Yeah. I mean,
It's completely but the beauty of it, Jay, is that we like different shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I guess this goes to show, like, even the listeners that it doesn't matter how you make money.
not at all.
As long as you make money and as long as it makes you happy. I mean,
yeah, because somebody may not, like exactly like you said, it may not be worth it for you to make, your $1,000 a month, but
like
have the stress.
I'm turning 40 next month. As I get older, Tyra's like, "What do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? What do you want? 40 is a big one, Brad. What do you want?" I was like, "I want the ability to close my computer and not have a cell phone for one whole month and not feel like my life is being damaged by doing so. I want to feel the freedom that I had when I was 19 years old and there was no internet, or there was not an internet enough that could, influence me in any way. That's all I like. As I get older, I want less responsibilities.
Yeah.
I want less brokerages. And I mean, maybe if I was 30 years old, I'd be like, oh man, because you have 10 years to get to me. In 10 years, you could really, really you can build your real estate portfolio huge. But I'm like, if I want to put in 10 years of work and learn all the lessons you're learning now, I'm going to be in like my mid 40s. I'm going to be like, I don't want to do anything, I'm trying to decrease the amount of phone calls that I get. That's really it. But then again, don't get it twisted. If you call me and you're like, Brad, the numbers work, let's do the deal, I'm going to do the deal.
Yeah.
But I need you as my trusted advisor. Just like when I ace this day trading shit and I'm just making $100,000 a day trading, I'm going to fly you out on the private jet and pick you up in the Lambo. And then we are going to sit down and I'm going to show you how to do this. And you're going to be like, oh my God, Brad. Just like when I showed you how to, the true beauty of the covered call.
Yeah.
And one day you're going to show me the true beauty of real estate. And I'm going to kiss you on the mouth.
Oh my God. A little too much, sir.
I've been drinking and, you are a really close friend.
You caught me off guard with that one, bud.